feel. That's the sorrow still can't heal.
You want the truth? You can't handle the truth. Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns. Who's gonna do it? You? Lieutenant Weinberg? I have a greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom. You work for Santiago and you curse the Marines. You have that luxury. You have the luxury of not knowing what I know. That Santiago's death, no matter how tragic, no matter how avoidable, probably saved lives. And my existence, well, grotesque and incomprehensible to you, saves lives. You don't want the truth, because deep down in places you don't want to talk about at parties, you want me on that wall. You need me on that wall. We use words like honor, code, loyalty. We use those words as the backbone of a life spent defending something. You use them as a punchline. I've neither the time nor the indication to explain myself to a man who rises and sleeps under the blanket of the very freedom I provide, and then questions the manner in which I provide it. I would rather you just said thank you and went on your way. Otherwise, I suggest you pick up a damn weapon, select a damn post, and stand there. Either way, I don't give a damn what you think you're entitled to. And today, I don't give a damn what the zombies think they're entitled to, because we are going to fight us some fucking zombies. None of us like zombies. What is a zombie? A miserable little pile of stench, decay, and a symbol of things that just really don't understand where they are in this world. I'm gonna tell you right now, zombies, I don't like them. I'm not a fan. I want to kill them. Kill a zombie. Kill 30 zombies. Kill 100 zombies. You know what? Kill a few 100,000 zombies. We'll all be better for it. The world is a better place when we kill zombies. In fact, the more zombies you kill, the better off you're gonna be in the long run. And that's why I think today is a good day. I am gonna actually play this game, and I'm stalling because it's loading forever, chat. So, I had the game ready to go, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, you know what? It's gonna be a good day. I've got the save working. Everything's good. We're fantastic. And, I boot up today. And it works. And then it crashed while I was on the loading screen. Also, hi, it's full color now. Zombies are those guys wearing the sombreros outside the Home Depot, right? Are there any people who actually wear sombreros outside the Home Depot? Hold on. Is that a... That would be really, really, really specific and odd. Like, I know the joke you're making, right? But at the same time, I'm sitting here like... The idea... That idea of having a group of people sitting outside of a Home Depot specifically wearing massive comedic oversized sombreros, talking in like a thick fake accent. Hello, senor, would you like me to help your house? The idea of people doing that, especially if it's like some like poor like white college students who are like just hanging outside the Home Depot trying to get work by pretending to be what they think the people getting the work are doing. The idea of that genuinely fills me with such a deep-seated childlike joy that I can't really explain it. Hold on. We're gonna see if this functions. We're reloading the game. Redoing today, because today it's the game day. Today. It's a wonderful day. I'm so happy today. Hold on. Chat, I gotta know. Do you guys think that it really adds anything, me having this little, like, microphone here in front of my face that I can hide my mouth to? You guys think that adds anything? Because, like, we've been doing this for, like, what? Going on 4 years now? And I keep thinking it adds something, but I don't know if it does. I really don't. Because, like, I feel like I have to make myself smaller to be able to be next to it and not be taking up the entire screen. Everything I do for the sake of wanting to have that little bit of good old-fashioned stylistic integrity. You guys know about stylistic integrity, right? You've pretended to have integrity before. We all have. Hold on. Let me see. Is this gonna work? Nope. it's not working. Hold on. Oh! They did an update thing to something, right? Like... Well, while we're waiting on this to start, I'll put on some little background music here so we can enjoy some relaxation. And I'd like to take a moment to say, for fucking once, we have some wild news. As in, there's good things going on in one of the video game franchises I enjoy. I like Five Nights at Freddy's. It's true. I've liked Five Nights at Freddy's since the game came out. Now apparently 12 years ago, which makes it feel like a little bit of an older franchise, but hey, what you gonna do? I played it when it was new. I followed theory crafting for it. I supported Mr. Cawthon through and through. Mostly because, you know, I just liked the idea that him succeeding seemed to piss off the right people. And as we all know, how I enjoy a game is more related to how many people I dislike it angers instead of how good the thing it is, right? We all know that that's the way you've got to do things, right? We've all been there. We've all seen it. We know how it works. Well, recently we found out that apparently there's a Five Nights at Freddy's themed restaurant coming out in New Jersey where they're going to be doing pizza and video games and real-life animatronics, and apparently they've got a bunch of security concerns, and there's a part of me that would be genuinely willing. Hello, Tor, how you doing? There's a part of me that would genuinely... You're a Zoomer? I'm not a Zoomer, dude. My first ever video game was Wasteland 2 on my Apple IIe computer. My first home console was the Sega Genesis. Wow, the first one that I owned. The first one that I played was a copy of Tennis for Two. I had Tennis for Two that was bought by my folks. The first one that I bought with my own money was the Genesis back in the day. I also got the Saturn. I stood in line for the launch day release of Halo Combat Evolved. So I'm not like crazy old, right? But let's see. 12 years ago would have been 2014. Because I had most of my YouTube career before, like, around 2012 and prior, right? Is a FNAF fandom less annoying than Deltarune or Steven Universe? In the sense that there's actually people other than just lefties who enjoy Five Nights at Freddy's, yeah. But there's a fuck ton of the lefties. Like, to the point where they tried to even drive Scott out of his own fucking franchise when they found out he was donating to the Trump campaign. Like, they cared so much about the politics that they shoved him out of the fucking franchise and tried to get him blacklisted from shit. Which everybody forgets. All these fucking lefties sitting there going, oh, Five Nights at Freddy's is so, oh, it's so, like, progressive. And it's like, you know, the guy who made your shit was one of Trump's 2016 donors, who was one of the bigger donors for the entire political campaign, right? Like, even if you don't like Trump, that tells you that he's not some ultra-lefty. The guy's a Christian. There's a lot of, like, insufferables inside the community, which is why I don't give a fuck about actual, like, communities for these things. I'm also probably one of the older folks who actually follows the game franchise, because I was a fan of Showbiz Pizza and Chuck E. Cheese back in the day. You know, when those things were still fucking relevant. The main villain of FNAF is a pedo and a serial killer. Yeah, seriously. You're sitting there trying to say, like, oh, this is such a left-wing series. It's like, no. It's a series run by a Christian to carry on the different stylings of existing point-and-click adventure games. The guy used to make point-and-click games and, like, small, like, weird, deep-level, like, Christian animations in games, and yet people try to sit there and make it into something it's not. It's like, no, you're not going to just take this thing and twist it and turn it into something crazy, right? Emi's doing her end of stream, toothbrushing and mouthwashing, gargling ASMR. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of the ASMR, so I'm not watching it. But like I said, right, when the game was brand new, I got into it because I liked Scott Cawthon. Scott Cawthon's great, right? He's a cool dude. He made some good games. If you go and watch his older stuff, it's very multi-leveled and it's all in the same setting. Hey, Ming, how's it going? Hima should do some ASMR for us. You're listening to the ASMR right now. It's me talking. It's your crazy uncle plays a video game and then shouts racial slurs while getting very drunk. ASMR. Hey! Hold the damn flashlight tighter. Hey, hold it! Hold it! Do I need to kick your ass? Stop fucking dropping the flashlight. What the fuck? I'm gonna beat your ass. See, that's the ASMR I do, right? But yeah, no, like, I was watching that whole thing progress because I hated Jim Sterling as well, right? At the time, you had Jim Sterling who was doing his fucking high horse, and he bullied the fuck out of Scott, right? He's like, this guy shouldn't ever do video games, he's a terrible this, that, the other, he's doing all this, like, crapping all over Scott's work, crapping all over everything Scott's done, shitting over his games, drove the man almost to suicide, which is the only reason why Scott Cawthon made Five Nights at Freddy's, is because the man was on the edge of just losing everything and giving the fuck up, right? And then he made a series based off the stuff that he was already enjoying writing, already enjoying doing, and just comboed it into something darker, more interesting, that his kids could still play, but would be scary to adults. Because it wasn't a kid's franchise, right? I don't know if I'd say I was like the exact target demo that FNAF was for, right? But target demo at the time was like, what, guys in their 20s to 30s? 10 fucking years ago? Yeah, no, I'd say it's like the guys who were like early 20s through to like mid 30s in 2014-ish. So yeah, no, I was probably like right near that actual target demo. It was not the like kids and the teens, right? It was supposed to be like scary and weird and kind of interesting as a setting. One could almost say it was his Final Fantasy. You could actually exactly say it, and we said that at the time, right? When that kicked off, people were just saying, holy shit, it's another Final Fantasy. Because again, it was the last time he was making the shit, and he just reused a lot of like old concepts and stories from like... He had a bunch of these Christian animations, he had a bunch of these older games, and he had some really weird, like, hyper in-depth lore for some of his older games that he was doing. And he just reused the majority of that shit to just throw it into Five Nights at Freddy's. Almost all this crazy weirdness that people talk about with Freddy's is actually just him reusing shit from his old games. Because a lot of them were supposed to be taking place in the same universe. There's all these weird, like, different layers to it, and things that are that are canonical to have happened, but weren't in the same, like, sub-setting in that setting. Because all of them, there's, like, the robots that are dreaming. There's all these little, like, levels here and there. It's hard to explain a lot of that stuff, but what I'm saying is, right, I liked the stuff pre-Freddy's, and you get to keep seeing more of that stuff after Freddy's starts, and so seeing that franchise grow and build was nice, right? Real-time zomboid, that's what we're going to be doing right now. You really do only play games in the most unfun way possible. True, and right now, we're playing them in the most unfun way, which is trying to get the fucking game to load. Which is why I'm going on a Freddy's tangent while I'm waiting. Because right now, I'm waiting. I am waiting and hoping that this game is actually going to finish loading. So, like I said, right? Seeing that franchise slowly build and grow over time has been something that's been very fascinating to me. Because as somebody who was in, like, 20s to 30s around the time the first game was coming out, it was one of those games that really, it took the internet by storm because people gave a chance to the stuff that Scott was already doing. Cawthon didn't magically change what he was doing, right? Cawthon didn't suddenly become some deep storyteller, some, like, crazed, multi-level, multi-decade-long planner. He always fucking was, just nobody gave it a chance because nobody was willing to actually look at the work he was doing there. And as somebody who's done a lot of writing, somebody who's done a lot of world building, done a lot of game development in the past, I looked at Scott and it's like, this is something that's a fucking inspiration. Scott Cawthon, M. Dickey, all of those people had, like, no fucking respect given to him for the longest time until they did something big. M. Dickey still hasn't had his, like, major breakout, but all these guys put in so much love and craft into the work that they were... into the work that was never getting appreciated. They put all of their heart and soul into this shit. And you had some people. Markiplier gave Scott Cawthon a franchise in the same way that Vinesauce Joel gave M. Dickey a career. In the sense that they spread out the word and then their own talent actually got caught, right? Markiplier covering it was enough to get eyes on it. I would not say Markiplier gave him everything. I would say Markiplier helped kick open the door. Who is M. Dickey? M. Dickey is the guy who did Hard Time. He's the guy who did U-Testament. He's the guy who did a bunch of those fun, silly little meme games that Joel covered for the longest time over on Vinesauce. And he's a guy who's always made wild and weird little, like, sandbox simulation type games that are just fun and a little bit silly and they have deeper levels to them. I never watched Joel. Whoops. It's fine. You don't have to. But what I'm saying is, right? Or, like, it's not... Because if Markiplier gave him a franchise, that would be more like Vinesauce Joel's relationship with Voices of the Void, right? Where the game was made specifically because Joel was angry that Signal Simulator went down, and the developers saw, he likes Signal Simulator. I'm going to make this, right? Yeah, Markiplier opened the door, but it wouldn't have worked out if there wasn't anything there. The thing is, Scott always had something there. Scott Cawthon is a guy who genuinely, for anything you want to say about him, it's not that he isn't creative. It's not that he doesn't have these good, wonderful ideas. It's that he didn't get the fucking chance because so many developers out there are stuck in this fucking rut where they never get seen, no matter how good the stuff you make is, and his art style held him back. That same art style that was holding him back when he was making those games before worked wonders with Five Nights at Freddy's because the art style did lean into the creep. It did lean into this stuff. And you had people like that fucking asshole Jim Sterling eat his goddamn words the second that shit kicked off, and I was so fucking happy. I bought like 8 fucking copies of Five Nights at Freddy's when that game was brand fucking new, just to spite that motherfucker. I sat down and I actively spent food money that had to go elsewhere on that fucking game just to spite that fat son of a bitch. Because that fuckhead ruined so many careers by being an absolute mongoloid fucking loser. And he spat on everything, every single fucking thing John Bain did. Sterling tried to do it 10 times fucking worse. And he failed and said it was an original fucking idea. John Bain was a God-blessed hero of the fucking games industry, and Sterling standing there stomping on his corpse to get a little bit of leverage and a little bit of a look over the fucking fence while ruining people's lives. Total Biscuit, yes, John Total Biscuit Bain was one of my damn heroes when it came to reviews, when it came to game development, when it came to everything. And the way Sterling tried to just kind of, I got an opportunity to try and sneak into that fucking space that was left by the man's death by cancer. Again, I support Five Nights at Freddy's because it pisses off the right fucking people that ruined the lives of genuine good developers that I personally knew, right? I knew so many fucking good developers who were trying their asses off, and that fuckwad Sterling comes out and does his bullshit. And yeah, it's not right to bitch about that shit. It's not right to fucking sit here and almost, like, say some gamer phrases here to describe that fucking invalid motherfucker. But holy shit. Holy fucking shit. He pisses me off to no fucking end, and always I think will. Because, like, I never really super liked fucking Yahtzee Croshaw either. But Yahtzee Crowshaw's work was at least entertaining, right? The content that he was making was good, and even if you don't like necessarily what they're getting to, you can still stand back there and you can watch it and you can go, yes. I enjoy the content that's being out here, the writing is good. Sterling never had that. Sterling sat on his fucking high horse, stepping on any corpse he could find, grabbing himself to any fucking lever he possibly could get his grubby little grease-covered fucking mitts on, in order to get himself a little bit higher at the expense of putting other people down every single fucking chance he could get. Total Biscuit actually did review content. He did solid, genuine public service work to get people aware of people who were doing scummy practices, to get people aware of situations that were falling apart, that were in a rough state. He helped out developers, genuinely made people's careers, right? And all of this is connected to this Five Nights at Freddy's stuff, because Five Nights at Freddy's wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Jim Sterling being a fuckwad, for Total Biscuit working his ass off, and that little fucking bastard. I hate that fuck so much. Holy shit, I hate that fucker. Yahtzee at least knows what he's on about. He's actually funny. Yeah, seriously, no. Like, you can disagree with any of Yahtzee's takes on shit. And Yahtzee is still a fantastic writer. He is still a fantastic reviewer. He does the effort. And even though he's gotten a little bit worse over the years, he still has that talent, right? And I can sit there and I can admire that talent. I can sit there, it doesn't even matter if somebody is like a raving fucking communist sitting there preaching from their pulpit. By the way, we're still waiting on the game to load. That's why we're doing this, see? Game's still loading. But you could be like a raging, like, hyper-communist, and if you do genuine good work and you put the fucking effort out there, I am going to look there, I'm going to look at your content, I'm going to say, yes, I can respect this, right? I don't have to like a single damn thing you as a person believe to enjoy your hard work, right? I do not have to. Why am I hearing Destiny? Why the fuck am I hearing Destiny? Fuck off, Destiny. Get out of my fucking... I don't want to hear Destiny. Fuck off. That is another example of somebody who I don't like the politics, and I also don't like the kind of content they make. Fuck off. Yeah, why is he showing up here? But yeah, no. Like, Five Nights at Freddy's is a franchise that I've followed from the very beginning because I was in the right sort of, like, age demographic of that, like, mid-20s to, like, 30s sort of, like, demo. I was in the right place for that stuff, and I also just hated the people who were trying to push against it and prey on its downfall, right? I was in the right spot at the right time for that, and I have stuck with it, stuck firm to it, and it's something that I just really, genuinely enjoy, right? I don't understand why Kick is having some minor issues right now. Hold on. Okay, cool. Sweet, I fixed that on the side. But what I'm saying is, like, again, these are good quality games, and to see them actually succeed, and to see that get a movie franchise, to see that get into these spots where you can have these creators genuinely supported and building something beautiful, of course I'm going to be happy with that. Of course I'm going to be happy that now we're getting a new version of FNAF World. We're getting a FNAF World 2 now. We're getting Security Breach 2 now. We're getting the actual real-world pizza location, and these are all things I genuinely want to really support, right? I bought my copy of Security Breach and Ruin. I bought my copies of all the different games in the franchise over the years. I bought some of them multiple times just for streaming or for anything else, because I genuinely believe that we need to support creators who are willing to put in hard work and solid effort to build something that's worth enjoying, right? We need to support creators who are willing to put in the effort to build something new, to build something beautiful, right? And I don't care what the fucking target audience is, because I've seen how Five Nights at Freddy's has become this Zoomer brain rot bullshit, right? And I was like, that's fine. That's fucking fine, right? My ass is just happy that he's actually getting some fucking success here, and I'm hoping that he can improve his writing even more. The man's gotten into doing more and more like script writing and book writing and things to try and get out those ideas on a paper, and it's been good, right? It's been solid. And while things like Sterling fade into the fucking background, further and further and further, people like Cawthon, people like Dickey, people who genuinely were working their asses off, building wonderful content and building beautiful worlds, beautiful handcrafted gaming experiences, they're growing bigger all the time. The people and the parasites who sit there and funnel these things off fade, and the actual creators grow. That's another reason why I love Zomboid so much, because Zomboid is a project that has still been growing, it's still been going, it's still been building each and every day, and a little bit more and a little bit more. And I'm going to say it right here. I wouldn't keep coming back to this game if I didn't enjoy every single little experience with it to some degree, right? Like, if there wasn't something that was dragging me back, I wouldn't put so many hundreds and hundreds of hours into this game, because it's another game that I believe has solid fucking potential. Oh, what is happening here? Oh, what is happening here? What? Okay, we're good. We're good. I see there was an update of some kind to my game. We good? Alright. I believe we were supposed to be heading back to base with all this stuff we stole out of the back here. So we are slowly but surely going to be building up our supplies. Oh, that's right! We have like a nasty head cold and we are horribly listed from the smoking. Oh, yeah, because we started getting like massive lag. We're still getting it. I'm going to try getting us back to base if I can, in order to try and get our stuff loaded into actual, like, buildings and whatnot. Because I believe that we have some solid potential here if we can just get our stuff ready and loaded to go. Updates are scary, especially with the size of your mod folder. Okay, my mod folder is entirely filling up one of my drives. I have installed too many mods, and I only have, like, I think it's 100 gigabytes of storage left on my multi-terabyte drive. So you know what? Thinking about it, I probably do have too many mods. But it's fine. It's fine. Like, things happen. Things happen. Welcome to my house, chat. It's not a crack den. It's a crack home. Is it still like 600 gigabytes of mods? Well, it was never 600 gigabytes. It was 800 something. Still, you know. Alright, let's grab what we can out of here. We're gonna slowly unload what we gotta. My god. Yeah, it was over 800 gigabytes of mods. But that is beside the point, alright? So you're back up to the previous size of 821 gigabytes. I am not. I am not. Oh. Huh. You know, chat, there might be a few too many things on the floor. Huh. You know, chat, there may be a few too many things on the floor. Huh. I think we need to start building more cabinets. Ah, I see the lag problem. Yeah. Listen, alright? Some lag is gonna happen, alright? Some lag's gonna happen. It's fine. My floor isn't that bad. I've only got, a lot of stuff everywhere. It's okay. Alright, we're gonna make more cabinets, chat. Oh, there's more stuff on the floor here. Hold on. Whoopsies. Let's grab some of that stuff off the floor real quick. Hi. Yep. We're gonna real quick here find some more boxes to put things. It's okay. All right? It's okay. I have a little bit of a hoarding problem. We're gonna find one of these boxes. All right, this box. This is now our boxed ammo box. I'm also maybe losing a little bit of HP from carrying all these boxes of boxed ammo, but you know what? I'm sure it's fine. I have been emptying out everything a little bit, but you know what? I've seen episodes of Extreme Hoarders that had cleaner floors than this. Okay, listen. You can judge me all you want, but when the zombies come in, and I've got these hundreds of boxes of ammo, which one of us is going to be surviving? The answer is me. I am the one who survives. Okay, admittedly, I'm dying of a head cold, but you know what? I don't know if they work right now, but there are storage mods. I should probably use a few, alright? Listen, right now I'm just building boxes. We're building boxes, we're storing ammo, and eventually, right, I just need to build more boxes. We need more boxes. I feel like the boxes are going to save us. Admittedly, I'm going to basically have a massive storage warehouse on my walls, but you know, we've got some containers. I should probably also eat more food. Only if you can find said ammo on the floor. It's not all on the floor, dude. It's not all on the floor, alright? Okay, let's see. Let's start getting... I should probably figure out what even, like, 90% of this stuff is, because I've kind of just been grabbing stuff from town. You know what? Let's put our boxes inside of a box, right? So we'll grab anything that says that it's, No, that's not right. Hold on. Alright. Hold on. It's fine. Alright, we'll get these, like, chips off the floor. We'll get these chips. We'll get snack food. We'll put snack food in a box somewhere. That'll be fine, right? Yeah, no. We'll get rid of the snack. We'll get the snack food. Anything that's a snack food. That's a snack food. If we see snacks, I'll pick those up off the floor first. There's so much shit! There's so much shit! It's okay. Hey, listen, eat some gummy worms. It'll make you feel better. Get them out of the trash pile. Get the gummy worms out of the pile on the floor. Get the gummy worms out of the pile on the floor. Eat the gummy worms. Eat the gummy worms. It's fine. We got some candy in here, too. You know, I got hard candies if the kids come over to visit, like if the grandkids are showing up. Okay, I also have a pile of ID cards, so maybe... Alright, listen. We'll just focus on getting the snacks out of the pile of food floor. The food floor... Oh, uh-oh. Hold on, excuse me. Where's my cigarettes? Hold on. Hold on, I need to grab a cigarette real quick. Let me grab one of my 10 lighters. Okay, this looks a little bit bad. You need a snack duffel bag. Okay, listen. We're getting it organized, alright? Day 1 was mostly gathering things. Day 2 is... How the fuck do I actually do any of this? Oh god, we are going to die. Please protect us. Glory be to the Father, and to the Son also, and to the Spirit Divine, because I'm gonna need a little bit of help here. Hey, do we have any cigarettes over here? There's some chewing tobacco. We'll just grab some out of the floor pile. Just grab some floor chewing tobacco. Yep. See, look at that. Oh. Hold on, I'm gonna chew some more chewing tobacco. Hold on, apparently I'm way too anxious for just one thing of chewing tobacco to work. See, look! It's fine, our house is getting better-ish. Alright, so I need a box to put the snack goods in. You are now the snack food box. See, look, we're getting our stuff slowly kind of organized a bit. And we'll be able to look into literally any of these immediately and go, ah, yes, that's where I go if I want to get snack food. Thank you. Shit. Alright, so listen. It may be that we have so much stuff on the floor that it's literally glitching and flashing into reality. Beware of the murder hobo loot goblin. He's hoarding his hoarding problem. No. It's not a problem. If it was a problem, I couldn't stop doing it, right? I can stop anytime I want to. I just don't want to, because if I stop hoarding, I might not survive, right? All of these things are incredibly essential to me surviving the zombie apocalypse. And some of them are essential to me selling on eBay once I get out of here. Alright, now what I am gonna do is take all these ID cards and take all the credit cards and get them off the floor, because I think they're unique items which might be causing a little bit of lag. Yes. We're also gonna do some credit card fraud later. But that's for a different stream. I don't know. It's kind of fun. Yeah, see, it's kind of fun. Yeah, like it's just some minor problems. There's a few things we have issues with. Those some little like flickers. Also, do you like my collection of loose cigarettes? It's pretty cool. Excuse me. Hold on. Let me. All right. I'm gonna store all these ID cards in the junk drawer. I have like a junk floorboard. Yeah, we're gonna store all these IDs and stolen credit cards inside this bit in the floor. There we go. Beep. Yeah, that's what my computer's doing right now. It's a little bit of a beep. Alright, you know, I feel like we should get these individual cigarettes off the floor. Let's get all of my tobacco together. Yeah, do you guys have any tobacco here? I feel like... I have a firebomb just sitting in the pile. It's fine. Stacks of IDs from your victims. Doesn't stream serial killer at all. No. It's so we can remember them, right? Right? Oh, also, that's more junk food. So we'll make sure that we... Marinara is not really junk food, but... I don't necessarily like how sneezy my guy's getting. I don't really know. Plonkies, pork rinds. Yeah, we'll get some of this junk off here. Quagga cakes. Listen, I'm telling you, like, we'll be better set to survive... We'll be better set to survive if we get this stuff proper, right? Like, I understand it may seem like I have a problem, but that's just because it's not, like, neatly organized and stacked up. Yeah, I need to find all my cigarette packs. There's some chewing tobacco from the pile, some more cigarettes, some cigarette packs, a book on cigars and caviar. You know what? I'll put that in with the cigarettes. That'll be fine. 12 ain't no way. That series is around 2013 at least. Yeah, no. Five Nights at Freddy's is 12 years old now. Five Nights at Freddy's is 12 years old. What do you tell it? What are you kidding me? It's the 12th anniversary. Next year's the 13th anniversary, and they've got like a big stack of games that are supposed to be coming out. Snow globes, quagga cakes, pork rinds, plonkies, milk chocolate. I'm gonna say that these are actually food. I'm gonna keep these in the actual, like, food drawer. right? Because these... Oh. My actual food drawer is full. So I guess you know what? We're putting them in the junk food drawer. That's, fine. Alright, so this is now just a secondary food drawer because I have, like, a full stack of 52 food. Where's my empty box that I can put my cigarettes in? Okay, I can't. Alright, we're gonna go outside and we're gonna... First of all, I'm gonna have me some chewing tobacco. Tobacco, tobacco, the sailor likes his tobacco so early in the morning. Alright, I have to find an axe real quick somewhere in this junk pile. Somewhere in this junk pile we have to find an axe. And we have to be able to get ourselves... Where's my tools? I know I have weapons in here somewhere. You know what? We'll just open everything. This is fine. Somewhere. Business cards. I know I have a hatchet. I know I've got a hatchet somewhere. Hold on. Is the hatchet in the corner? No. A cigarette duffel bag? Oh, wait. Yeah, no. We can just take a duffel bag from the pile. Thank you. Hold on. Grab that duffel bag. We'll actually just, like, put a duffel bag in the corner here. Yep, there we go. Excuse me. Yeah, we'll put these cigarettes inside of a duffel bag. That'll be fine. That'll work for now, and then we'll get an actual, like, stack later. Yeah, it was a Christian game. Oh, somebody's, like, lagged. Somebody's a little bit lagged behind. Okay, fair. Somebody's, like, watching an earlier part in the stream from the beginning. What's the hobo plan today? The plan is to get our floors a little bit cleaned up. The plan is to get our floors a little bit cleaned up. And also, you know, not have as much of a horrifying, terrible, no good, everything's awful. I need a hatchet real quick. Also, I need to get more of these cigarette packs off the floor. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Corkscrew. Dice and doodle. Dice, dice and doodle. Dice and doodle. Dice, dice and doodle, doodle. Oh yeah, we have a gas mask filter too. So in case we really need it, we've got that. I do also kind of want to get all these, like, useless gold items off the floor too. So we're probably going to get those sorted. Evan, it's addressing his hoarding problem. No, 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 it's not a problem, alright? It's not a problem. This is fine. Oh, also, chat. Can you let Bald Eagle know that they are behind on the stream, and that's why I'm not, like, responding to their specific comments? I know they're probably watching this intro there and dealing with, all of that stuff, so I'm not saying, like, they need to, like, skip all that cool discussion and me shouting about things, but at least then they know I'm not, like, avoiding talking with them. Alright, we also need, like, something for all our video games. We'll need, like, a video game box, but right now I need a hatchet. Hatchet. Thank you. Yes, put that on my belt. Good, solid. Yoink. Oh, shit! If it's lagging the game, it's a problem? Okay. It's probably fine. Also, where the fuck did this guy come from? Where did this guy come from? Was he just randomly watching me, like, hanging out? If it's lagging the game, I'd say it's a problem. It's not a problem. It's not a problem, alright? Listen. It's fine. It's fine. Alright? There's also a weird traffic cone sitting in the darkness. Alright, let's see here. So, I need... Oh, we have too many sprites, and it's literally glitching out. We have too many sprites. We're literally glitching out the sprite count. We are showing the maximum amount of sprites that the game can handle. Okay, so my hoarding may be a bit of a problem, actually. However, I don't really have something to fight back on that. I just wanted to say that it may genuinely just be a bit of a problem. So, I mean, yeah. Listen, I have some problems. We all have some problems from time to time. Some of our problems are worse than others. I mean, I would argue that my problems aren't really problems. They're just, you know, unintended adjustments that other people aren't ready for. I would say that maybe it's more of a problem that other people don't like it, rather than, you know, actually being a problem with me doing things, you know what I mean? Like, maybe other people just need to kind of calm down, because, I mean, I'm doing well. Look, who else do you know who owns this many cigarettes? Picking up those planks fixed your floor pile. Wait, it did? Oh, it literally did. Oh, no. Oh no. Oh, hold on. That's a bad sign, actually. How close are we to breaking the entire game, then? Huh. 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 You know... Huh. Alright, we definitely need to fix the food problem. We need to fix the floor problem, too. Jeez. Wow. I actually don't know how I'm gonna fix that. I actually just don't know how I'm gonna fix this. We definitely need to build more boxes. So I think one of the first things we're gonna do is try and build some new storage. Because I believe I have broken some things. Alright, can I find my box of nails, or my nails? Yeah, no, where's the nails? Can I find the box of nails? Excuse me, let me just walk to the center of this pile here. Somewhere out there, there's planks, postcards. Okay, fine, choose some more tobacco. You are really agitated all the time from your lack of tobacco. Just keep chewing, you know what, choose some extra tobacco, just to make yourself feel a little bit better. I'm also realizing that there is no way my guy isn't just spitting onto the floor. So now there's gonna be tobacco stink here too. Unless we just have like a jar. Oh, tobacco jar. No, I don't want the tobacco jar. Nobody wants a tobacco jar. Tobacco jar is a bad idea. So you're saying I was right. I'm not saying that because that would admit that I was wrong, right? That would admit that I was wrong. I would never say that I was wrong. But I will say that there could be some adjustments made in order to avoid the entire game potentially breaking itself because I'm getting too much stuff. Now, I would say that there are mistakes that have been made and people have errored over time. I would say that. I would say that there have definitely been issues that can be examined. I would say that maybe... You know, maybe a lot of people made mistakes, right? Maybe it's just, it was that kind of a year. We need to adjust our strategy moving forward and understand that what was perfectly fine and worked before may not be so fine now. Also, at some point, one of my mods has broken the animations for building boxes. So, we're gonna keep that in mind, too. There we go. Put some jelly beans in there. You know what? I'm gonna eat some chips real quick. Chips. Chips. Yeah, you know what? Let's just eat some food here. We're just gonna eat some food here. There we go. All right. See, look, we're already doing better. We ate some food. Holy shit, there's so much stuff on the floor. We ate some food. We're doing a bit better. Look, we even have a working toilet. We don't have a sink, but we have a working toilet. Bob the Builder time? I mean, like, listen. Eventually, we'll get into a better spot. I do have to figure out a way to get a sink for our house, though. Because that's maybe slightly a problem. That's maybe slightly a problem that we have to adjust over time. But trust me, I've got a feeling, alright? I've got a feeling that we are going to figure our way through this. And we really just kind of need to figure out ways to tackle this problem one step at a time. The first step is going to be building even more boxes, alright? We got to build more boxes. We also have to keep an eye out for, like, zombies, just in case. we need to build more boxes. We need to get more wood to build those boxes. Slowly build an actual storage solution. And then I can get stuff off the floor, because we still have a van that is literally full of just random stuff that we stole from town. And, you know, maybe... Oh, no, the outside is glitching out now. Oh, no, literally... Okay. We may be slightly collapsing the world. Alright, we may... There may be some issues here. And some of them may potentially be my fault. You have a bathtub, though. That's true. We don't have a sink, but we have a bathtub. So we can get clean. We can get hygienic. We also have a bag of, looks like weed outside the house. Just a bag of weed sitting outside. It's just hanging out. You know? I would like to unbarricade... I would like to unbarricade this. Is there a way to unbarricade this? Can I unbarricade the plants? Nope, I would like to... Nope. Now let's just do some pull-ups here real quick. Let's do some pull-ups. Yeah, I don't think that's how that's supposed to work, but right now we're kind of just... We're kind of glitching through the boards. This is probably fine. Look, see? Plus 1% $%. See, the game's a little bit falling apart due to my vast amount of mods and also the fact that I have all these things on the floor and I'm just kind of, you know... Oh, we got more boxes for the box? The ammo box. So, we'll real quick just drop this plank over here. I need to find... Yoink. There we go. You have a bat... Oh, hold on. What is this? What is this? 420 bag of weed song. Oh, bag of weed. Everything's better with a bag of weed. I haven't seen that in a few ages. Mostly because I don't really watch The Family Guy. But, that was a good song. Isn't that based off Me Old Bamboo? Or am I misremembering? The old bamboo, is everything better with the old bamboo? Bamboo. Because then they did the bag of weed on the tune, right? I'm trying to remember that episode. Alright, so good news. We've got a few stacks of ammo, right? The ammo is going to be a thing that'll probably keep us alive, maybe the most, if we can actually find guns that use the ammo. Because I've realized that we have a lot of boxes for ammo, but I'm pretty sure the only ammo we really need is the 9mm, and everything else is just stacks. So I'm kind of just grabbing whatever ammo I can find as we go. I should probably use the ammo boxes to store the ammo, right? How much storage does an ammo box have? That's a protective case. Do we... Okay, so ammo boxes only store like 7. So they're not really going to be useful for our sheer amount of space that we need, right? Also, apparently we have a nasty cold, so we need to find some cold medicine or something somewhere. Because my guy's probably just going to die at some point from having the worst cold ever. A single 9mm round just hanging out. All right, we're just gonna put that in my inventory real quick. That way I feel a little bit better about it. Oh, hi, Kerman. Yeah, it's a little bit of a pile. It's kind of... It grows on you. Like it grows on the floor. Admittedly, it's also been growing on literally everything. Oh, hold on. We need the W's for wood plank, right? No, it's plank of wood. Looks like a lot of pocket change in there, too. Yeah, there's money. We got money. We're also glitching out the game because I've got too many things on the ground. But, you know, just a little bit... We get a little bit stressed. A, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O... Plank. There we go. Solid. Alright. So we can make another box, I think. I think that's enough for another box? Either way. Let's see. There we go. Alright, sweet. I don't know what we're putting in the next box, but we already have the box of food. So any food we have will go in there. You know, we should probably, like, move... Alright, we're gonna move all the cigarettes from the cigarette duffel bag into a cigarette box. That way I can just have all of my tobacco, anything connected to tobacco, we'll put in there. Between the floor file and the 800 gigs of mods, he's literally about to break the game. Okay, listen. It's not like the game hasn't survived worse, right? It's not like the game hasn't survived worse. I'm gonna grab all of our medical gear, and we're gonna keep all of our medical gear in one of the new boxes. What do you mean? What do you mean I'm very overloaded just with some basic bitch medical gear? Alright, cool. This is now the medical box. We have the medical box, and we have the tobacco box. I mean, I would argue that in some cultures, it's the same thing. I would argue very easily that sometimes it's the same thing. Oh, we have a machete? What do you... Just put the machete on my belt. Yeah, there we go. I've got a machete, too. I have an axe and a machete. Where'd the light go? Where did the light in my house go? Chat, where did my house's light just go? Excuse me, pardon me. There we go. Okay, so I just have to have it in my actual inventory instead of in a bag, and then I'll be able to see inside. Good. Good, good, good. Alright, let's get more medical supplies here. If we can get the medical supplies off the ground, at least we're doing something, right? So anything that might be medical in any way, shape, or form, we'll put inside my bag right now. And then we'll start loading it into the medical box, so we can at least get it off the floor. Would you consider cologne to be medical? Cotton balls, definitely. Dental floss. Actually, yeah, no, I would consider dental floss to be... Why do I have dice? Why do I have just, like, pile... I have D4s just sitting in this pile? So you're saying I can, like, randomly step on a D4 and break my foot? According to old-time beliefs, tobacco box can be used for reviving drowning victims. So I agree. First aid related. Wait, we should Yeah. We'll have all the medical equipment, like, roughly in the same spot. So we'll be good on that front. I would argue that glue could be a construction equipment or a medical equipment. And the hacksaw... definitely medical equipment. I've used a hacksaw in medical procedures before. Unwanted sudden limb removal. It's great. Sometimes you just have to remove somebody's limbs. Okay, really? Really? Alright, fine. Where's the snack box? Get the licorice in, because I guess the licorice has decided to be rough. Alright, there we go. Put all of our medical supplies and drugs in here. Actually, you know what? I'll put the jet... Also, isn't Jet, like, post-war? Or did they now change it to be pre-war? It'll be fine. Medical drugs we'll put in here. And non-medical drugs we'll put inside the tobacco box. That way we can have our Kate and Edith, too. Alright, sweet. Sweet. So we're slowly knocking this pile down so it has less of a chance of crashing the entire fucking game. Art supplies... An Atari 2600 game. We have Atari's Pitfall. So if we need to, we can stop the entire game and start streaming Atari's Pitfall. Anything medical. I mean, cleaning liquid. That's... I don't know if I can really say that cleaning liquid is medical. Looks about as organized as Himawari's place IRL. My place is better organized than this. My place is better organized than this. The moon base looks great. What are you talking about? The moon base is fine. The moon base is fine. Don't like give me shit. The moon base is good. It's fine. I can find what I need in the moon base. Now you got me self-conscious. I'm sitting over here thinking, do I need to clean the moon base again? Do I need to get the Gunthers to clean the entire moon base? Would an ass's jawbone be a medical device. Did you know they believe tobacco could be used on drowning victims? Yes. Did you know that it can also be used as a cure for water on the lungs? And that one of my buddies, his grandfather, actually was prescribed a pack of cigarettes per day until his lungs cleared? And my buddy just keeps that fucking doctor's notice in a fucking box above his mantelpiece to remind him of what they told his fucking... It's like, what? What? What do you mean? What? Why? Alright, needle is definitely a medical supply. Painkillers, medical supply. Paperclip? No. Maybe? Maybe? We need a plastering trowel to apply a plaster onto somebody's arm, right? That's how that works, isn't it? We'll take the rags, because a razor! That's also medical. I know medical. Some sort of... Okay, I'm getting that drug out of here. That drug goes outside. We're putting that with the weed. The zombies can have this. Yeah, no. No. That's like heroin or something, isn't it? Children's cold medicine. Well, the heroin stays outside, alright? The heroin can go outside in the snow. I'm not bringing the heroin into my house, alright? Everybody else can take the heroin if they want it. It's outside. It's waiting for you. Go out and have the heroin. It'll be fun. Me, I'm not having the heroin. If you want to have the heroin, you go do your thing. I don't recommend it. If you're going to do it away from my zombie survival shelter, alright? Although, you could probably, like... Red number Lebanese is a hashish. I don't know drugs! Listen, I'm evil. I'm not like a drug dealer. I'm just evil. I let other people do the drug dealing, and then I steal from them. Or rather, like, collect taxation. It's like a fiefdom, right? I don't need to know the product. The people I hire need to know the product. It's exactly like, you know, it's like one of those multi-level marketing things, right? So we are looking for medical gear. I don't really see a sewing pattern being... Oh, we have an entire Sega Genesis just on the floor. Alright. When did we find a Sega Genesis? I don't know. It's somewhere. A health pipe. Ah. Put that in the medical supplies. I know that from good old-fashioned Postal, too. Surgical mask. Sure. Oh, we're starting to take damage. Damn it. I'm gonna put that in the drug thing. That's fine. Med-X is supposed to be specifically a piece of medical equipment. Although I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be morphine. I'm pretty sure morphine is supposed to be... Yeah. Pretty sure Med-X is just morphine. What the fuck? How am I overloaded already? What? Alright. Fine. Why am I overloaded? Alright. We'll light this hurricane lantern as well. What the fuck? Oh, my 2 hurricane lanterns become 1 Hillary. 1 Hillary lantern? What? 1 hurricane lantern. Not 1 Hillary lantern. I don't know what a Hillary lantern is, but you know what? We're gonna find it eventually. So you're the Moon's version of Chopper Reed? Listen, I don't know the first thing about drugs or gun dealing or kidnapping or anything like that. That's why I have people. You hire other people to do that shit. And then you make the money and you do, like, the accounting work. You get your creative accounting done so you don't get in trouble. I don't see why it's a problem. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. We're whalers on the moon. We carry our harpoon. But there ain't no whales, so we'll tell tales and sing our whaling tune. Okay, so we're gonna... Anything medical. Anything medical. Get that off the floor first. Nope. Son of a bitch. Can you stop needing a smoke like every 5 minutes? Holy shit, what is wrong with this guy? He just constantly needs to smoke. He's ever, man, you know, I I really could use just another smoke. And another smoke. And another smoke. I smoked 2 times in times of peace and 2 in times of war. I smoked 2 times before I smoked 2 times and then I smoked 2 more. Please find it. There we go. Some lighters. Thank you. A long shtick. Good. Get the cigarettes out of there. Thank you. How weak are you that you cannot carry almost fucking anything? Please, good sir. Please, get in shape. Get some help. Exercise. I believe in you. We want you to stay around and be healthy. The most aggressive chain smoker in the world. I know, right? My man's just over here like, man, I could really use another cigarette. Oh, I could really use another cigarette. It's like, you just had one. Yeah, but I need another one. I need another cigarette to go with my cigarette. Yeah, I had a cigarette, but now I need second cigarette. Yoink. Thank you. For that song to be accurate, you need to head outside. Well, what about because I got high? I was gonna clean my room, but I was high on tobacco. Motherfucker, stop smoking. Like, we've gone through so... Like, I keep thinking, like, oh, yeah, no. Like, 500 packs of cigarettes is kind of a little bit much. And then I see how this guy just downs everything over and over and over again. And I'm reminded, oh, it's not overkill. Our guy just really, really, really likes cigarettes. I'm getting attacked by flies. So, chat, I had to start using mousetraps. And I told a family member, hey, come on by to check the mousetraps while I'm gone, because I'm going to be out of town for a while, right? My moon base is fine, but the Gunthers, they're not going to bother checking it, right? So I had a family member who comes by, because the Gunthers, they'll just, like, leave the mousetraps being as they are, because they don't realize what they're for. But my parents distracted the person who's supposed to be coming over and said, no, we got it. And so, while I was gone, dealing with helping out a friend, doing a lot of traveling, there were just 3 dead mice in my room, in the mousetraps, that nobody had done anything with, and now there's an army of flies that have come in, so I had to stick up fly tape. My people have infiltrated the moon base. We want his hollow points. You're not gonna get them! I'm gonna start putting hollow points inside the mousetrap, so when you guys go to grab them, just snap! Dead mouse. You're not getting my hollow points, alright? I bought these pallets of hollow points, fair and fucking square, alright? They're mine. You don't get them. I don't care how many mice you send, you're not getting my fucking hollow points. I'm gonna fill this duffel bag with money, though. There we go. You know, I'm starting to real... Oh, that's the wrong one. I'm supposed to go in that one. I'm starting to realize that, son of a bitch. So many fucking flies. Yeah, this is what happens when nobody cleans the mousetraps. I have cleaned the mousetraps, though. I have to keep cleaning the mousetraps. Yeah. Alright, so we're slowly getting this stuff off the floor. Oh, yeah, for some reason, YouTube had me at the start of the stream instead of the live portion. Hey, you're fine. I mean, did you at least enjoy my rant? Did you at least have fun listening to me ranting about Five Nights at Freddy's and Scott Cawthon and how much I really dislike Sterling and the games industry's stats and all that fun stuff? Because that's a big part of the stream in general, right? That's a big part. I just saw you commenting on stuff, and I'm like, I'm not going to be able to respond to any of that. That poor person's going to be alone at the beginning of the stream, by themselves. They're not even going to know about how literally everything is terrible forever, and my house is covered in so much stuff. As my guy gets sicker, With his stupid fucking cold, we carry less and less and less, and it's starting to bug the hell out of me. Yeah, sure. Am I still wearing that on my back? Okay, I am still wearing it on my back. Good. Bricks, toys. Get the medical supplies off the floor, into the backpack. Well, I don't know if you could hear it, but we just had another mousetrap go off. Hold on a second, chat. I will be right back. I have to deal with that.
There's nothing anyone can do, there's nothing anyone can say. There's little can be done right now to make this go away. Cliched simple platitudes do naught to quell the dread, and the breadth and gravity just send me crawling back to bed. It's useless in this moment to say we'll get through this somehow. There's time enough for action, but that time isn't now. Soon we can start planning for what may come to be. But what I could really use right now is a bacon roll and a cup of tea. I don't need positive affirmations, I need to scream and bawl. The unrealistic expectations won't help with this at all. This is shit. Well, this is shit. I'm not expecting answers because they're out of your remit. I'm not looking for solutions, just for someone to admit that this is shit, this is shit, this is shit. You're trying to be helpful, and that is always nice. But right now all logic only great, so don't try to give advice. I need someone to rant at who'll not judge or take offense at my incessant fucking swearing and my unfiltered sentiments. So stop the pragmatic interventions, just nod and say you'll understand. Pretend I'm not being an unreasonable arsehole and hold on to my hand. This is shit. Oh, this is shit. I'm not expecting answers because they're out of your remit. I'm not looking for solutions, just for someone to admit that this is shit, this is shit, this is shit. So let's all sit and just quietly get pissed and drunkenly attempt to overanalyze all of this. We may now be bidding the old times goodbye, so let's not feel too embarrassed to have a bloody good cry. This is shit. Well, this is shit. I'm not expecting answers because they're out of your remit. I'm not looking for solutions, just for someone to admit that this is shit, this is shit, this is shit. Well, this is shit. Oh, this is shit. I'm not expecting answers because they're out of your remit. I'm not looking for solutions, just for someone to admit that this is shit, this is shit, this is shit. Well, this is shit. Oh, this is shit. I'm not expecting answers because they're out of your remit. I'm not looking for solutions, just for someone to admit that this is shit, this is shit, this is shit. Oh, this is shit, this is shit, this is shit. That was utter shit. That was...
Hi, I'm back. Ha! Mice dealt with. It was good, but I remember someone talking about FNAF back in like 2013. Maybe it was still in demo mode. Well, it's officially the 2012 it's the 12th anniversary of FNAF right now. It's 2026 now, right? I understand the idea of like 2013, but that would have been, I mean, like, because FNAF was only like they were making things each year, right? Like, every year they're releasing a new FNAF game for a while. There's sometimes, like, 2. There's a very compressed timeline for Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's was... Because Chipper and Sons... When was Chipper and Sons? Chipper and Sons Lumber Co. was released 2013, right? And then released on Windows in 2015. Then the Windows release is when he started... Was it? No, it wasn't the Windows release, was it? Because he wanted the Steam thing, didn't he? Because he was trying to get the Steam release on Steam Greenlight, which is when Sterling started bitching about the game. Because Five Nights at Freddy's, the original one, was August 8th, 2014, right? August 8th, 2014 was when the first game came out. So every August 8th is the anniversary of the game, right? So it would have been in development because, again, he started having the panic attacks and the nightmares and whatnot and the stress when Jim was doing his whole bullshit. And then I know that after the Sterling stuff is when he started working on it because Sterling was basically just fucking things up and whatnot. I know that... Oh, jeez. Because, again, we're talking stuff like 12, 13 years ago. I know for a fact it was very quick turnaround on that, right? So you might have seen people talking about him starting development on stuff in 13, because I know it didn't take him more than a year of development for that. Those Click Team games have always been fairly fast in terms of, like, actual coding required and whatnot. But, I mean, maybe. Might have been. Tortilla chips. Get those out there. We'll put the water purification tablets inside of the medical jar, too. Oh, I hate colds in this game. What the fuck? Eventually, we're gonna find the actual, like, stuff I need in terms of, like, actual cough medicine. You know what? We'll put the bottled water rations and the sutures inside there. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll definitely put the sutures in the medical chest, right? Because having sutures in the medical box just seems like a better idea in general. Sleeping pills, yes. Water purification tablets, we'll put those in the cigarette jar just for, like, drugs and whatnot for now. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Medical shears, good. Good. The lighter in that one. Lighter in that one. We'll keep a lighter on my person, and we'll try and keep the stuff that's going to be... Alright, water ration, I can leave that on the ground. Honestly, we'll leave it on the ground here in a nice little box, and then we'll do a box placement later. Box of suture needles. Probably want that inside of the actual medical box. So we can have all of the sutures we need. Marlboros, definitely up here. You know what? No, we'll put those in there and we'll grab them out as we need them. Snack box. Where's my snack box? Snack box. There we go. There we go. We'll just have that be food, but right now it's snacks. Yes, the moon base has been very loud lately. Now that I've got constant mouse issues. For once, it's not mouse issues in the sense of everything going horribly wrong for my mouse failing. Son of a bitch. Yeah, I'm gonna have to... You know, I'm gonna grab literally everything off your person just to get that not wasted. And then we're gonna throw all this stuff into the fucking pile and we'll grab it again later. Yeah, I realize, like, now I'm just getting the pile big again. Oh, Hima, you fixed your pile a little bit. Well, time to make the pile worse. See, this is the problem, right? I keep getting all this free stuff brought to my front door, and you'd think, like, oh, man, Hima, your steak is too juicy. What the fuck? Hima always has issues with me around. It's because you keep constantly inviting mice into my fucking moon base, and I'm getting a little tired of it, man. Every time you turn around, you're like, hey, this base, it's on the moon. The moon's loaded with cheese. Let's get some rockets loaded up to send more people to the moon base. You keep letting them in, and I'm genuinely getting a little bit frustrated, man. Every single time I turn around. Like, it doesn't matter how many mice I kill. Baron here just keeps letting more mice in. I don't know how I'm supposed to get over this shit when he just keeps causing problems, man. Also, I do like the look of just like a hurricane lantern and a cavalry saber. Makes me feel pretty cool. Alright, let's try and get some trees chopped down so I can get some more wood, so I can build some more storage, so we can get some more stuff put away. Alright. Where? There we go. Beautiful. Give me a spade and I'll give you a hoe. Way on the railroad, dirt on my brow with steel in my soul. Way work the railroad. Alright, I'm just gonna grab all of these logs. I'm gonna get so many logs. We're gonna get all the trees, get them chopped up, get them brought in, toss them on the ground. You also might be getting 2013 confused with 2014. Or like the end of 2013. Like, because maybe like the end of 2013, start of 2014. What the fuck was that? What was that? You know what? I'm just going to start carrying all these logs. Yep. These logs are all going inside. I don't care what it takes. I'm just going to carry all of them in, stick them on. No, I was in my high school still. Oh, that's weird. That's weird. Huh. Yeah, no, because I was in like my mid to late 20s, early 30s-ish. Yeah, mid to late 20s when that shit was going on. I'm pretty sure, because, like, we need to do something in here eventually. That'll probably just be more storage, so I can put another, like, 3 wide. Let's see. We will toss this here. Yoink, yoink. Put all those logs in the ground here. There we go. Good, solid. Oh, put that lighter on the... Which box is it? It's a bottom box? Oh, it's top box. Take a new lighter just in case. There we go. Sweet. You know, for now, I think we'll just put the flashlight in there too, because we don't really need it on a person right now. Taking up too much space. Holy shit. Bringing those logs inside should not just instantly take away so much of my fucking health. Just taking some logs into the house should not destroy me completely. Holy moly, man. Come on. You can't get rid of my health that much. Look at all these negatives we've got now. Just from bringing shit inside. Man. Alright, excuse me as I go find a bone saw. Oh wait, hold on. Did I put the bone saw in the medical chest yet? I know I was joking about it, but did I actually do that? Bone saw is ready. Where is bone saw? I don't think I grabbed the bone saw. Alright, let's try and grab a bone saw. Well, not bone saw, a hacksaw. I have to remember where the letters are. Hacksaw. Welcome to Hacksaw Ridge. In our new Hacksaw Ridge video game, you'll be able to take the position of an M240 gunner in the middle of the Vietnam War. Have exciting adventures where you get to shoot people who are coming up the mountain. Don't worry, it'll be fine. This doesn't actually have anything to do with the real Vietnam War, except the fact that we have these wonderful characters that we've added in. Experience the joys and the sorrows of leading your team to victory in our extreme new video game. It's the kind of video game people have been waiting for. And we're excited to be able to put it your way. Alright, cool. Let's start crafting, boys. Saw some logs. Saw a log, drop planks. Max, craft. I just can't fucking believe you have been that damaged already. Why do you need to smoke again? It's like every 10 fucking minutes. This is not how smokers act. Not usually. How crippling is your cigarette addiction? Sure, grab a cigarette. Smoke real quick. There you go. Cool. Yeah, no, that wasn't even like 20 minutes difference. We went from 8 o'clock to 8:20, and he's needed how many cigarettes? Alright, fine. Fine, we'll try and do what we can here. I understand that you apparently need more cigarettes than you're able to have normally. I don't know why your addiction's getting so bad, but we'll try and fix it. Wooden crate. Let's go! There we go. New box is achieved! Good. Alright, so next thing I want to do is I want to set up a box for whatever has the most of something. You know what? Let's put all games of any kind inside of a box. Alright, if it's a game of any kind, anything like even remotely related to gaming, we'll put it inside there. Okay. Brick toys, I consider that related to a game. Lemmings, I consider that related to a game. You know what? We'll do games and electronics, so we'll also have the CDs in there. Sure. Games and electronics. So if it's either one, we'll just bring it. Dice. Get these fucking dice out of here. Thank you. I'd qualify the doll as games and electronics. Sure, why not? A few Game Boy games, a few Game Gear games, some Genesis games. Genesis is Aladdin. I see that overload. Excuse me. It's time for all of these game-related things to go in the forever box. So if you ever need some entertainment, you can go to the games and electronics box and then just grab those games/electronics and be entertained. I don't know if we're going to need multiple games and electronics boxes, but you know what? Sure. We're going to do what we can. Ooh. Everybody. Hey, everybody. Where are you? Anything remotely connected to games/electronics, please. Hey, we got Gradius. Nice. Nice. You know what I should do, chat? I should use my, like, 3D, like, screen placer thing that we have on OBS so that I can play video games inside of the video game. And we can literally set my character down and start playing games in real time on the tiny-ass screen inside of Zomboid so we can watch on our little TV and play, like, an NES emulator or something. I think that'd be fun. That'd be a good way to do shit. But we can only play the games that we find in this game. So, like, right now, we've got the Genesis, I believe, somewhere in here. So I could get out my Genesis emulator. We could just play some of the Genesis games inside the game in order to have the game's game to have the games. Also get some of these surgical equipment out of here. Surgeon needle. Yep. I see that overloaded marker. Alright, first things first. Get to the medical box. Which one's the... Oh, that's the game box. Cool. Games and electronics, get that shit out of my inventory. Thank you very much. You know what? I want to place this item here. We're just gonna put this on the floor, like, right here. Like, actually place it. Device options. Turn it on. Archive loop. Really? CDC archive loop, automated, Nox radio, weather radio. Sure. Does it have any music? Do you have any music playing on the music station? Anything? It's like the day after everything went to shit. Where's the music? Alright, the emergency broadcast system. Anything on there? Nothing. So much stuff in the game hasn't crashed? Nope, it hasn't crashed yet. Game has not crashed yet, thankfully. Huh. Yeah, no, there's nothing going on over here. Alright. Alright, so any of the video games, put them in there. Are video games really important? No. Are they important at all? I would say that they're important just in the sense that we need to have something to be able to get our mind off shit once there's nothing to do. Because there's going to be a lot of things to do, and having something to do, even just like a little bit of, oh, you're weepy, you're sad. Here, play some video games for a little bit to try to get your mind off shit. Do something for a little bit. Oh, we're starting to get some chess pieces. I don't know if we'll have enough for a full set of chess, but hey, sure. You know what? I'll put those in there, too. We'll also put the watches inside with the gaming stuff, because we'll do any sort of, like, electronics or gaming. Just get it off the floor. Yeah, we'll put some flashlights in there, too. Why not? Put that where it belongs. Okay, fine. I don't like how fucking weak you are, but okay. Hi, here's your forceps. Holy shit, we can carry, like, almost fucking nothing. Pisses me off, man. Here we go, load it in. We need to exercise more. Chat, if we're gonna survive this, our guy needs to exercise. Exercise, exercise, exercise. Or you know what? Put the lighter inside of your little, like, hip pouch. You know, put this inside your little hip pouch, too. Put, like, anything we don't need immediately inside the hip pouch. There we go. We're in a slightly better spot now. Holy crap. There is so much shit out here. Alright, listen. Any, like, books. I'm gonna start getting anything that's, like, readable at all out of the floor here. If it's any sort of reading material, any sort of anything, we're gonna start getting those off the floor and into these bits. Also, yes, Game Boy. Get that off there as well. We'll probably also need to quickly get, like, tools and stuff out of there, too. Maybe. But right now we're doing anything gaming electronics or anything readable. Just to get it out of my damn floor. Really? Yeah, okay. Alright, so... You, congratulations, you are now the magazine and reading materials box. Thank you. Games. The fact that we have a Game Boy makes me happy. We've got a Game Boy and we have a bunch of games. Good, good. Load you in. I'm not a massive fan of how loaded down we are with just everything getting filled up with big storage spaces, but you know what? At the very least, it's not going to be stuck on the fucking ground forever, and we're going to be able to get ourselves into a slightly better spot, maybe. Diary. You count as something that can be read, theoretically. First aid kit counts as something that can be read. We're making a dent, right? We're at least making a damn dent. Measuring tape. I'm going to put that as a tool, even though you can read a measuring tape. Good, good. Look at all these books we have. Yes. Reading time. Hello, yes, it's time to read. Hima proves he's more rodent than me with the huge fucking rat's nest of shit. It's not a huge fucking rat's nest of shit, alright? It's categorized. There's purpose. There's a reason for it. Okay, admittedly, there's not a reason for, like, everything here. But at the very least, we're never gonna be bored. This is like that library sorting game, but zomboid. Okay, alright. Alright, fine. I'm getting bullied by chat now for just being well prepared by having way too many books and everything else. Eventually, we're going to get this sorted. It's going to be great. You guys are going to be like, oh my gosh, Hima, you did such a good job. Look at you. You're amazing. We all look up to you and your preservation of literature and history. Oh man, you've done such a great job. We're applauding you. And then everybody's going to stand up. Everybody's going to clap. The whole bus claps. Everybody claps and they're like, oh man. Oh, Hima. Oh, we're so impressed with you. Oh, you're so cool. We're not going to bully you again. Now that you've taken over the world. Oh, wait. No. Don't think about that. That's not why I want to take over the planet. It's not because people bullied me. Some Lego bricks. Ah, nice. That can all go into the electronics folder. Good. Good. You know, we might actually have to split up our CDs. Games and electronics. Go in the games and electronics case. And what if I want to, like, sell a bunch of stuff on, like, eBay after all this is done, huh? What if I just want to sell some eBay? It's 8 a.m. and we're already, like, passing out from being so fucking tired. Holy shit. What do you mean? It's only 8:30 in the morning. You just woke up after a full night's sleep and you're like, you know, man, I'm so tired. I'm so very tired. 8 a.m. and passing out, the Hima life. He wants to take over the planet because he needs more space for his shit. Okay, I'm not planning to use the entirety of Earth as a massive storage place. But can you really say that that would be a bad idea if I wanted to? Like, if I actually did? Would that really be such a bad idea? Look at all these Game Boy games. Holy shit. Dude, this is my stuff. Yeah, you like that? Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. Michael Jackson. Sure, I'll put that in there. Michael Jackson is the champion. Alright, we'll put those letters in there too. Listen, I understand that some of you guys, you may sit there and go, man, Hima, I would never do that. Well, maybe that's why I'm a successful evil overlord and you're not. Maybe that's why. You ever think about that? You ever think that my willingness to collect and archive things that I've stolen from other people and cultures is exactly why I'm the successful evil mastermind and you guys aren't? You ever think about that? No, you didn't. Because you're not me. I have like 4 different chests just for magazines and books. I've got like 4... I'm building a fucking library. Is Alexandria here? Yeah, them library is Alexandria. There's a nation that would be virtually unchanged after you dump your pile of shit there. I'm sure there's several, actually. You guys tend to build a lot of countries that just wouldn't notice if some hyper-advanced group of people just showed up and started dumping all their stuff there. Turns out, there's a lot of humanity that has spent much of their existence just kind of, you know, already having humans dump all their stuff there. So, I mean, if I show up and I dump all of my elfly stuff there, right? All that's going to happen is there's going to be more stuff that they don't recognize, right? So, like, I mean, really, at the end of the day, I'm not changing that much. I'm not really, like, destroying anything. I'm kind of just, if anything, I should be thanked, right? Like, if anything, you guys should thank me. Zomboid! About time. Sadly, I can't watch now, but I'm downloading it for later. Yes, yes, you will download my stream and hear me screaming about Five Nights at Freddy's. Freddy Fazbear Pizza. Oh, sorry, hold on. Let me make sure I can device options and turn the volume down on that. So we're not, like, attracting a bunch of zombies who are going to break down my door and then kill me in the face. Ha! Yes! Ha ha! Dangly parts. Do I have enough books yet? I have so many books. This is good. We need to, like, raid a library at some point so I can get more books and knowledge. Okay, maybe we don't really need to raid anything, because the more I look at all of this stuff I've got, the more I realize that maybe, like, my archiving of this doomed human colony isn't exactly, like, the most essential stuff. However, I'm also pretty damn cool, right? Like, can you really tell me that what I'm doing is non-essential? Alright, you know what? I'm gonna put all, like, jewelry stuff. Anything that's, like, just jewelry or gold, we're gonna put inside one of these. It'll be fine. Yeah, if it's jewelry of any kind, we'll put inside of one thing. If it's books of any kind, I'll put inside the book box. Good old human knowledge. I'm telling you, eventually, we're gonna need this. You're gonna sit there and you're gonna be like, what a loser. Until I'm the one who has all of this knowledge archived, and it's nowhere else except for inside of my archive. You guys are going to look back on this and go, huh, I guess he was right. Oh, well. And then you're going to move on with your day. Whereas me, I'm going to be making a fortune. I'm going to buy my exit out of this zombie apocalypse with all of this, like, gold and jewelry and knowledge. See, the gold we get together to buy my exit. The money we get together to buy my exit. The stuff is what we have afterwards, like the knowledge, the history. The stuff that people left behind. These unique elements that make up the history of this people who have been lost. And also, apparently my guy's just coughing and coughing. He's coughing a lot, actually. He coughs a lot. He really, really, really coughs a lot. I think we need to have our guy nap a little bit, so I'm going to turn off this hurricane lantern. Yep. Excuse me. Alright, cool. We're going to have our guy lay down on this bed for a bit. Yep. We're just going to sleep real quick. Oh, damn it, I should have slept inside the sleeping room. Shit! I had the chair inside the sleeping room where I can lock the door. I'm probably not gonna get eaten by a zombie while I'm sleeping, right? I'm probably not getting eaten by a zombie while I sleep. Maybe. Yeah. I didn't show up to support you. I'll leave the video running. I haven't forgotten about you. I just have a lot going on. I'm sorry. John, don't apologize. It's okay. I know that you're studying abroad to become a nuclear firefighting scientist on Mars. And I know that you've built your whole life. And you've got your 5 kids and your 2 lovely wives and your 37 cousins living together on your estate in Albany, New Mexico. In that lovely little villa where you're trying to found your brand new town while still going on daily rocket ship missions to keep following your dreams on Mars. I understand that you're just filled to the brim with all this, like, knowledge and adventure as you're going on your journeys. And you don't have time for little old Himawari Kotetsu because you're so awesome and cool and life's just going amazing for you. It's alright, I understand. I'm only gonna judge you a lot. I'm only gonna judge you... What? Hi. What? Alarmed. What? What? Zombies? What's... Damn it! I get this shit in real life. I don't need it in a video game. This whole, like, you wake up and you're panicking and something's wrong and you don't know what it is, but you've got your gun and you're just wondering. The fuck? Well, I guess we got some sleep. The fuck happened? You always know how to make my day better. That's why I stopped by. Gonna thank you for that one day. Go! 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 No. Okay, so why are we panicking right now? There's a zombie on my lawn. I don't need zombies on my lawn. Did I light another lantern? Hold on. Did I light another fucking lantern? Did I grab another, like, hurricane lantern? No! I don't even have a lit hurricane lantern. It's just in my inventory, and I'm just panicking. Well, our guy slept until about noon. 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so you got, like, 3 more hours of sleep. Yeah, that sounds like me, too. This little guy's having his own little, like, fun time adventure. Hell yeah. I don't know why he's going like this, but sure. This is fine. Grab some of these letters here so we can try and build ourselves out a little bit better. Oh, hey, sweet. Another locker. Parking tickets! See, look, we're gonna learn so much from so many of these books. Like, we even have, like, postcards and things that we can technically kind of read. We had a comfortable night's sleep on a wonderful couch. You guys can't tell me that what I'm doing isn't valuable. Like, in some way, maybe. Like, eventually. I should probably... Photographing the human body. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. This is just porn. What? I don't want to archive just random porn. Who puts porn in the Library of Alexandria before it gets burned? Which, by the way, as we discussed last time, the Library of Alexandria, like, got burned, like, 6 different times. Burned a lot. Burned a lot. Let's all have fun with that fact. Alright, so anything we can read. Any jewelry. I kind of want to keep my sports medal separate. I mean, a buckle's like jewelry. Why can't I just... Calipers, I wouldn't consider a medical thing. You, I would qualify as reading material. Eventually, we're gonna actually have things ready here. Fishing tool, ginger ale. Yeah, jewelry. I see that jewelry, motherfucker. The grafting paper in one of those boxes. ID cards are not reading material. Jawbone. There's whiskey in the jawbone. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. It was early in the morning, just before I rose for travel. I met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced my pistol, boys, and then produced my rapier. Said stand and... Why do I have 71 pieces of paperwork? Hold on. Why the fuck do I need 71 pieces of paperwork? Alright, that one, I've maybe got some confusion here, chat. Hold on, that one... Alright, I'm keeping receipts? Random letters? Okay, some of that, maybe. Why do you have a strapless bra in your pile of shit? Alright, because I was stripping all the zombies that we found for their goods in case they had something of value. And it's not a pile of shit, it's a pile of collectibles. They're collectibles. Alright? Admittedly, like, this is why we're doing the organization, alright? We're organizing things so that we know what's worth keeping and what's not. We know that we can get rid of the bra. Or at the very least try and figure out how to, like, use it to manufacture something else, like a slingshot or something, I don't know. Maybe we can make a slingshot. You ever thought about that? Maybe I want to make a slingshot. Holy shit, that got me. I just heard my dog making some noises in the background, and I'm thinking, like, there's a zombie dog somewhere, and I'm like, oh, wait. There's an actual dog somewhere. It's loot, chat! Loot is loot! Do you see all my loot? Look at all this loot! This is my stuff. Are you jealous? Have you seen how much stuff I have? Okay, admittedly, like, can we actually craft anything out of this? Hold on. Is there a... Can I see crafting recipes? No. It's just a bra. Okay, if we ever get, like, a lady in the base, right? Right? We get, like, some, like, hot woman who's just like, oh, Mr. Himawari, I've been trapped out here with the zombies. who've been attacking me. If only there was some place I could be safe in. And then we just, we go like, well, let me take you back to my crack home. What? Yeah. It's all right. I can help you. And then we'll have like a change of clothing for her, and she'll be all like, "Oh, Mr. Himawari, I'm just so happy you saved my life." And then I get to then we'll kiss, and she'll be like, and then I'll be happily ever after. It'll be great. Yep. That's how that's gonna work. Yep. Yep. That's electronics, right? That's electrical wire. Electrical wire counts as electronics. Excuse me as I just slowly lament the fact that I'm alone in this horrifying world. Poker chips are electronics or gaming. It's gambling gaming. Scrap electronics? That's electronics. Speeding tickets are like reading material. Yeah, no. Speeding tickets are reading material. I mean, you can't really read much of them, but, it'll give you an understanding for what, was against the law. We also have some women's underwear for some fucking reason. Alright, cool. Yeah. I guess we just have women's underwear for some reason. Again, see previous excuse. I really want to drink some of that vodka flask. Hima does cross-dressing on the weekends. I do not do cross-dressing on the weekends! However, I do for some reason steal piles of women's clothing off the zombies. No, I don't know why I keep them instead of getting rid of them. You got a problem with that? Because I do. Holy shit, that's weird. Yeah, you got a problem with that? Because I do. Let's see. We'll put it in the electronics. Electronics and gaming, electronics and gaming, electronics and gaming. Electronics and gaming. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I gotta smoke a cigarette apparently right now. I mean, our guy is wearing leopard print around his neck and a pink button-down shirt. So he might be a little bit fruity. I don't know. I don't think he is, but he might be. Smoke. He's also smoking 2 cigarettes in the morning, 2 cigarettes in the evening, and another cigarette every single time I get anything done. He just wants another damn cigarette. Holy shit. He goes through so many fucking cigarettes. We're very lucky that we're in Kentucky in the 90s, where cigarettes are everywhere. Because otherwise we'd have a problem. On the downside, we have a problem. That problem is that our guy has a nasty cold. Alright, so anything readable, anything medical. Adhesive tape, that's medical. And be ready for the slaughter, my shuddering da-ma-doo-da-ma-da. Whack-fo-da-da-dee-oh, whack-fo-da-da-dee-oh. That's jewelry. Dangly earrings. There's gotta be something I can craft out of these, right? Game pieces, thank you. There's gotta be something I can use this for. It's not... Lipstick! Fucking lipstick! Noisemaker, novelty glasses. A P38 can opener. I wish I had a Walther P38. Perfume, plungers, propane tanks, rakes. Safety scissors? Scalpel. We can put that inside of there. I'm very glad we have a nice peaceful location where I can slowly sort through my stuff over the course of literal fucking days. Hey, we have a Super Nintendo. Hell yeah. Look at that. Chat, we also have a book on the World Wars. So you can finally figure out what happened between World War I and World War XI. U.S. Army walkie-talkie. That would be under the electronics, right? Not, right? Yeah. Wristwatch. Thank you. Y for July 1971. Alright. let's get some of these books put away. Thank you. Where's my electronics box? Yoink. Toys and electronics. There you go. Wait, the World Wars was a monthly issue? What? Hold on, what? That was a monthly issue. What the fuck? Okay. Huh. We do have a Super Nintendo. Sweet. And what do we have here? Alright, medical supplies. Good. Game pieces. Good. Dangly jewelry bits. Dangly jewelry bits. Jangly, jingly, jangly. He's coughing so much, but I can't tell what of it's that his lungs are failing, and what of it is that his just everything is falling apart. Because he's not getting enough... What? Okay. Here's me worried for a second. Hold on. More bras, Converse. Fucking high tops? When the fuck did I steal high tops? I've been stealing so much shit, but I don't even remember half of it. Who the fuck steals high tops? Who the fuck steals high tops? That sounded like zombies. Was that zombies? I genuinely can't hear if it's zombies over this motherfucker sneezing all the time. He's sneezing every 2 seconds. This guy is like the loudest bastard that I have ever dealt with. Please, calm thyself. Here, get some of these paperbacks out of here. Why do I have so many paperback books and newspapers and everything else? Yeah, I'm building my own library out here. Sweet. Alright, cool. Now where's the medical supplies so I can toss this glue in there? Uh-huh. Holy shit, there's so much crap in this house! There's just so much stuff! Cool. Ring. We'll throw that in somewhere, too. I don't even know what half of these magazines are. I just know we're collecting them. There's... You know what? Good. We have a water canteen. Solid. I'm tempted to just put this stack of wallets inside this box. You know what? Fuck it. Put that stack of wallets in the box. Why the hell do we need so many wallets anyway? You know, get rid of the wallets. Get rid of, like, these key rings. We'll put that in there, too. You know what? The useless shit like that, we'll just put in there. You know, we'll put these bras in there, too. Just get them off the fucking floor so people stop complaining. Alright? He wants to be a paperback writer. Yeah, I have to collect all the paperbacks so I know what other people wrote so I can write myself. Yeah, no, that's it. I want to start rating and releasing my own paperbacks. Why is there a tan leather corset with massive boob spots? What the fuck? What the fuck? Why does that corset have boobs? Like, I've used medical corsets for, like, my fucking spine issues before, but... Are you telling me there are corsets that actually just have boobs on them? I guess that would, like, help a woman to look like she has a bigger chest. So it would push the fat in around the stomach, right? And it would make the chest look... So I guess it makes sense, but at the same time... So is that why when I said I wear a medical corset, everybody was like, you're trying to do cross-dressing? Because I'm pretty sure that's the source of Baron's joke there. Because when I think of medical... It's like my little medical brace thingy. It's called a corset, right? He wants to be a paperback writer. That's a Beatles reference, by the way. Ah, the Beatles. Good old John, Paul, George, and Pete Best. The Beatles. Such a classic band. Such a classic band. Alright. Holy shit. We have not made a fucking dent in this bullshit. Really? We haven't made a fucking dent in this. There's so much crap in this house. At least once I get it organized, we'll have a little bit more space, right? Please. Where's the jewelry? There's the jewelry. Thank you. Max was wrong again. Take him back the ball again. Ha! You dirty dog. Do 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 do. You're in the hammer. Paul. There is so much crap on here. Holy shit. Can we at least get... Okay, anything readable. Anything electronics. We're gonna need to... You know what? Let's just get all these VHS tapes off the floor, and we'll put the VHS tapes in their own thing. I need to make sure the VHS tapes are separated. So if we find any more VHS tapes... Yeah, all the VHS tapes will go inside the VHS box. Do we have an empty box I can use for VHS tapes, or no? Nope. Okay, tell you what. All these will fit, right? Theoretically? Yeah, there we go. Sweet. You can put these in the VHS holder. Nice. Well, I'm going to need to start making new boxes, I guess. Great. Well, time to go outside. Grab ourselves a little bit of a better spot. Excuse me. Oh, I forgot to bury that guy's body. It's just going to start rotting. Yeah, maybe it's fine. Yeah, it'll probably be fine, right? Yeah, it'll be fine. Let's cut down some trees real quick. Oh. 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 One little, two little, three little choppy chops. 4 little, 5 little, 6 little choppy chops. 7 little, 8 little, 9 little choppy chops. And the 10th one for the road. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little choppy chops. 4 little, 5 little, 6 little choppy chops. 7 little, 8 little, 9 little choppy chops. And the 10th one for the road. A little choppy chop goes a chippity choppity choppy chop. A little chippy chop goes a chippy choppy chippity chop. Little chippy chop goes a chippity choppity chippy chop. Then the tree falls on down. Come on, you little bastard. I'm constantly fucking terrified that some zombie's gonna come up from behind, immediately bite my throat out, and then I'm just dead. That is always a possibility. Look at all those... Look at all these negative... What do you mean? It's minus 11, but you're unpleasantly hot. It's fucking minus 11 out. What the fuck do you mean you're unpleasantly hot? It's 11 degrees Fahrenheit below freezing right now. For those of you who do not understand, it's below freezing, and he's just... Ooh, I'm sweating and I'm hot, and I'm so uncomfortable. If you're not, like, getting hypothermia, you probably shouldn't feel hot if it's below freezing. Because if you got hypothermia and then you start feeling super hot, that means you're about ready to die. Probably. You know, maybe be careful on that. Oh, great. Now we're getting moist. Moist. Why are you moist? Stop being moist. Alright, cool. Oh, damn it. I keep thinking in the sound font that I'm hearing the, like, just somebody making noise or moving a little bit. I think part of that's just the fact that we have been alone here in our little, like, crack shack for a while. Although I'll tell you, it's basically like living in a massive storage shed. And I'm not sure that's a problem for me. Yet. But I would like to start building up a better and better house as we go. Like maybe put a stairwell somewhere in here. Actually, yeah, I'll put a stairwell along that back wall there. And then we'll have, like, stacked up stuff over here. That'll be fun. Alright, boys. Time to drop everything I've got on the ground here. Yoink. We'll just keep building this warehouse until we get it to actually be nice and decent and comfy. What the fuck? Do you guys see that fog? Why is there fog inside my house? What? Why is there fog inside my house? How is there fog? Only on 2 little squares in my house. What? Explain. What? Huh. 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 Alright. Do you have a hacksaw? Where's my hacksaw? Wait, didn't we have a hacksaw somewhere in this pile of crap? This is why we need to organize. We need to find the hacksaw. E, F, G, hacksaw! Hand drill. Hacksaw? Your clutter has manifested the fog. This isn't Silent Hill! You don't just get to go, Hima, you have constantly cluttered your home, and now we have punished you by providing you Silent Hill. All of the monsters are taking away your stuff. You'll have a hard inventory limit of 3 items. Woo! Where's my hacksaw? Is it a hacksaw or a handsaw? Well, either way, I don't have it here. Where the fuck is my saw? Where's 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 my saw? Seriously, has anybody seen where the saw went? It's either a handsaw or a hacksaw, but I know it's under H. I need the saw if I'm gonna actually be able to start getting stuff, right? I'm Beretta M9 mags. And we have the hammer. I don't have it in my inventory, right? Yeah, no, I don't have it in my inventory. Also, how's our... Yeah, our water's fine. We got plenty of water. I don't know where the fuck my handsaw is. Did it cease to exist because I've got too much stuff in my inventory? I wouldn't honestly be surprised if I had too much stuff on the floor and some things just ceased existing as a response. Really? It's been like 20 minutes and you need another smoke? Really? How often do you need these fucking smoke breaks, dude? Hatchet. Yeah, no. We don't have the fucking saw. I remember we had 2 of them, right? Yeah, we had 2 of them. Well, at least I'm getting these off the ground. You know what? No, we're gonna take a moment to read these sewing patterns. Fuck it. Fuck it. Just read your fucking, like... How long's it taking you to read those patterns? Hold on a second. Okay, not even a minute. But, still. Anyway. Huh. Baking soda can opener, beer bottle. Can't put it in there. There? Army Combat Manual. What? Crane's First Aid. Crane's Maintenance. What? Good. Good. Can I read the child's letter? What do you mean I can't read a child's letter? Come on! That would be useful, wouldn't it? Alright, I need to read a book on how to start cleaning. So chat, we're gonna take time out to read this book on cleaning. We're gonna literally pause everything, stand in the corner, and read a book on how to clean a house. That way we can finally figure out how on earth we're supposed to know how to clean shit. Now, I don't know how long this book is. This is a 220-page book on how to clean. Now, admittedly, I would think that you would only need, like, maybe, like, 12 pages on how to clean. But maybe it's got some, like, obscure knowledge on cleaning. What I do know is that I'm excited to find out if this allows us to suddenly, finally, actually make our house look nicer. So that we can take our crack den and make it into a crack home. Oh, wait, there's actually a... Oh, fuck! Hold on. What do you mean, hostile assault? Hold on. Alright. Stop everything. No more jokes. Hold on. Okay, fucking what now? Explain. What? What do you mean, hostile assault? Alright. Well, we know there's one entrance to my house. Alright. There are hostiles coming for my house. Great. Fantastic. Why? Why, though? Do they want my stuff? Alright, in that case, I will get prepped. This is why we have medical supplies. Alright, I'll take some medical supplies and have them just in my general inventory. There we go, so we can at least get some basic stuff. I'll take some stim packs with me as well. Sure, I'll have 3 stim packs just in case. Fine. I won't take this hurricane lantern. Put that on the ground. That way we can get ourselves a little bit lighter. I'll take... Okay, I've got Beretta mags, but they're inside my shoulder house. My shoulder holster. Well, this could be the death of my character, because we're about to be assaulted here. I don't know if they're gonna have guns. I really don't know how they're gonna handle this. But at least I've got coverage, right? So if we see anything come through the door, we can just start shooting, right? I've got some half-wall coverage. That's plaster. That's not going to really work. Well, we just start dumping. We mag dump if they come through, right? However many of them there are, we'll just fucking mag dump them. I've got 15 rounds here. It's not great, but you know what? That's something. I kind of want to save my game, but I know that you can't do actual saves in here because of how they want to handle things. I shouldn't be heading outside like this, but I'm genuinely quite curious. Alright, tell you what. You know what? Fuck it. Hi. Fuck. Do they have guns? Shit! How many people do you fucking have? Alright. Shit. There we go. Uh-huh. Motherfuckers. Uh-huh. Yep. Why are these motherfuckers going after my fucking car? Uh-huh! You guys are just chasing my little van? They're just chasing my little van! Alright, cool. Mm-hmm. Ow! Son of a bitch! What do you mean they fucking followed me? Hold on. I dropped my fucking gun somehow. Really? No. Bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Fucking hell! Bull fucking horse shit! Bull fucking horse shit! My gun was holstered, you motherfuckers! Really? Go fuck yourself. No, fuck this fucking game. Fuck everything. Bull fucking horse. No, I'm done.